Let me introduce you the fully automatic manure cleaning system. Firstly, the chickens on the floor, their manure will drop on the belt, and the PP belt will convey the chicken manure to the horizontal belt conveyor and then to the slant belt conveyor. I want to emphasize one point is that the PP belt is only used for manure cleaning. It won't be used for the chicken cleaning. Do you remember the semi-automatic harvesting cage I introduced before? We need to take the plastic board out and then the chickens drop on the belt, right? And the belt will convey the chickens outside the building. But for this fully automatic harvesting, that is the mowing floor automatic, we don't need the PP belt to convey the chickens. We use the plastic floor to convey the chickens outside the building. So no need the chickens drop on the belt. So for this, the belt lifespan is longer and better. The feeding system is also fully automatic, and we have two options. One is the pan feeding system. We also call it inner feeding, like this. You see, the pan feeder is inside the chicken house, and there is an auger pipe. The auger pipe will convey the feed into the pan feeder, so chickens can eat here. The advantage of the inside feeding is that we can make sure there is feed supply for 24 hours. And another option is the feeder trough. The farm owner chose the feeder trough for two reasons. First reason is the feeder trough, since the feeder trough is outside the cage, so the chicken have the bigger space inside. The second reason is for the feeder trough, it is easier to clean the chicken feed. So different types of the feeding system has its own advantage. You can choose according to your requirement or situation. If you choose the feeder trough type feeding system, you will use this feeding cart for the feeding. The feed will be conveyed to each hopper one by one, and the feeding cart will drop feed into the trough, each tier, and then it can move forward and backward automatically. So chickens can eat feed here. Let me show you how it works. The cage you see here is 4 tiers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since it is 4 tiers, not so convenient for the workers to check the chickens on the top. So we make the first and second floor of the feeder trough, we make it is thicker type, so workers can step on it. Let me show you. You see, it is very strong for workers to step on. So we can make the cage to 2 tiers or 3 tiers or 4 tiers according to your building height and the chicken quantity. The lighting system is also fully automatic controlled, but for the installation way of the lighting, there are 2 ways. Which way you choose depending on which feeding system you choose. Let me show you. In the video, you can see the LED tube is installed outside the cage, right? Because you choose the feeder trough feeding system. The feeder trough is outside the cage, and the chickens will eat feed here. So they need enough light for them to eat. So you have to install the tube here outside the cage. But if you choose the inner feeding system, that is the pan feeding system, you see the chickens will eat the feed from the pan feeder here. They need enough light, so you have to install the tube light here inside the cage.